No mai haere mai, ki te ako o Rangatira. Welcome to this learning session, this sharing session on the word Rangatira. In Te Reo Maori, the word Rangatira means a chief or a leader. Within this word, Rangatira, is the word rana. Rana is the word to weave. So, what does leadership and weaving have in common? Come along and let's find out. But first, I wanted to point out there's a little whittle, a challenge within this whakaahua, this video. I've been trying to pronounce the word for word. Kupu. Word. Kupu. However, we're all on this ako journey together. Ako means both to learn and to teach. So, I haven't quite been pronouncing it correctly. So see if you can point it out. Kupu, word. So let us begin. But first, Kotahi Hā. Let us be a breath, one breath. Haki roto. Haki waho. Haki roto. Haki waho. Haki roto. Haki waho. No mai haere mai, ki te waka o ako. Rangatira. What's rarana? You're watching the wahine rarana.
It's got to be something close to wahine toa.
You would be watching the mana wahine toa doing rarana. The first kupia, rangatira, is rana, to weave.
All right.
Do you know what the word tira means? T-I-R-A.
Can you tell me, Jessy-Marie?
I would love to tell you, brother. So, tira means a group of people. So yeah, rana is to weave. And then we have tira, which is a group of people. And so rangatira as a whole word means to be a chief, a leader, someone who is in charge. And I think this is such a special word at this time because a lot of the time when we think of leadership and we use these English words, it's like, what is leadership? It's so many things. But then we, with Te Reo Maori, what I love about it, rangatira, to weave a group of people together. How cool is that? How cool is that?
Atahua.
Atahua. Kupe atahua. Did you have anything you wanted to add on the topic, Sean? Of rangatira?
Yeah, it is. It is. So raranga, the ability to weave together a group. There's another word in there. So after ra, there's a word called anga. And anga is future tense. It means probably the ability to have foresight, matakite, to see what's coming. Ne?
Hey!
The word ti, it means to instill, It means to instill. And maybe that's the dream or the vision of the kaupapa.
Is that
and
the T-I?
T-I-T or T-T. T-T is like to insert. And then another key word in there is ira. And so we know ira, want of a better word, we can use DNA. Ko te ira tangata, ko te ira wairua. And so maybe it's speaking, because you've got to remember that these words mean different things to different people, and it's contextual. So ira possibly is ngā mokopuna. So looking forward to the future, so the ability to pull together the people, in unity in order to fulfill an outcome, that will impact, the coming generations. The ira tangata.
Ira tangata.
So, there's a lot of stuff in there. I'm just percolating on it. But it's a beautiful word.
Vihi, you all right?
And I was the same. It was just, for me, it just started with, oh my gosh, like, and as I closed my eyes and imagined weaving, you know, that journey of weaving, and, you know, you like, if you're to make a kitty, if we close our eyes and imagine making a kitty, we're putting that one over and that one, and we're bringing in these different strands, and then we got different corners, and that's what they're doing. They're creating that kitty, that vessel, that, yeah, that weaving together. And imagine, and that's what I'm so excited for with this kōrero, and pray for more of our people at Aotearoa and, you know, te ao of the world to learn this, maybe a different way of leadership, you know? Imagine a leadership where we're rarana, rangatira, we're weaving groups of people, we're having foresight, we're thinking about our mokopona. This is in one kupi. We haven't even moved into the aros and the whakaaros and the why. We haven't even touched the what. That's next season.
Wow.
Ngā mihi nui. Thank you for joining us on our Ako session. Each one of us are a rangatira. We are a chief or a leader. And as my kuia said, be the example through your actions. Rangatira. In this kōrero, we actually developed onto how Maui, from Aotearoa mythology, and Moses were both put into kitties, kitties that were rarana, and then put into the wai. I thought that was a very interesting imagery. In our next session, we're going to be going into aroha, the focus of love, and wero. Did you pick up on, I was trying to say kupu? Kupu atahua. But I said kupi. I had a picture of kupi on my wall. Kupi is in Pūrako, was a voyager, possibly discovering Aotearoa, whereas kupu is the word for word. And the way we finish up a kōrero in Te Reo Maori, if you were in the wharanui and the marae, the way I would finish up my kōrero is a waiata. The reason we use waiata is because in our culture, the waiata then gives it the ihi, the energy to lift it aki, lift it up, to be heard. Runa rawa. E hara ahau, e te rangatira, Inari, he ata no te tangata, e hara ahau, e te rangatira, Inari, he ata no te tangata.